happen.
Make it happen, Captain. Make it happen, Captain. And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. Yes, welcome, 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 grown folks. You know, I'm gonna have to get somebody to do a little snippet for me with that little, and this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. JJ, I may have to get you to do a little beat thing, you know, we can work something out, you know, to have our little intro song. That would be good. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Good. Welcome, Griff. It's always a pleasure to see you, to be here on the panel. Welcome, JJ. You too. It's always a pleasure. And Minister, Coach John Timothy Mims, Coach Minister, I don't know which way to say it, but John Timothy Mims, welcome.
Peace. Hello.
Peace. Uh-oh, he cool today, y'all. He got the bull. Is that a bull in the background?
You know, with my
is that a bull?
That's what it
a
looks
bull.
Like. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you cool today. What's going on?
Bull. This is, you know, we going into that Taurus month.
Is that your month?
We getting ready to go into that Taurus time.
Is that your month in May?
No, April. April, sister.
Oh, you in April?
Yeah, diamond.
April 19th. When is your birthday?
Month. The diamond month.
Is it April 19th?
26.
Oh man.
It would have still been Aries, right? The 19th would have still been Aries.
Yeah, I believe Aries.
Oh, so you are. I think I need to take these earbuds out of my ear because it's a situation. Wait just a minute. I'm trying out some earbuds. I want to tell everybody here today on the Donna Smith Show. Samsung Pro something, but they look like little almonds. Mm-hmm. Y'all see them?
Yeah.
And let me change the view because I don't like this. Okay, so I don't like this view either. But they look like little almonds. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is they have a difficult time staying in the ear. Now the sound is crystal clear. But John, I'm talking, but I see your picture with the bull on the screen right here. How come that be happening?
I don't know.
Say something, JJ. Let me see. Talk.
Something.
Okay, now you came on the screen.
Oh, because it's on speaker view. You got it on speaker view.
That's how I want it. But I thought usually when it's on speaker view, when I talk, mine will come up.
No, whoever is speaking will pop up on the main screen.
Well, I've been talking and mine don't pop up.
Because it's you.
Oh. Me don't want to see me. I got it. Yeah. I got it. Okay.
So I would say just go to gallery view.
No.
Okay.
I switch it. But anyway, so that's the pro. We're gonna get to the show. You know, that was a little rhyme, huh? That's pro. We're gonna get to the show. Okay. I want to welcome everybody to the Donna Smith Show today on a Sunday. This is April 10th, and we just found out that Mr. John Timothy Mims has a birthday coming up soon, so we have to be mindful. We're gonna remember to catch him if he's gonna be around right before his birthday. He may be going to Alabama or something. I don't know. He's been traveling lately.
I am leaving.
You are right before your birthday?
I'm leaving on the 20th.
Oh, well, you gonna be gone for your birthday.
I'll be back in May.
You gonna be gone that long? You leaving on the 20th? I want to be like you when I grow up.
Coming back on the 8th.
He leaving on the 20th and coming back on the 8th. That is a whole 1, 2, almost 3 weeks. 2 weeks or something. That is, man. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Remember to remind us. But anyway, grown folks, back to the greeting here. I wanted to say, I welcome everyone to the show. And I want you to know that our topics are not scripted. We talk off the head about all types of conversation. We're not trying to or want to offend anyone. Sometimes a question or conversation is for you. Sometimes it's not. And we understand that. But we guarantee that if you hold on to the reins of that bull that's behind John, you will find something that is going to excite or entice you to want to interact in the conversation. So welcome everyone to the show. Yay!
She was kind of witty there, huh?
Yeah, I had that. I need help. I need help tonight. I need help too, because it's been a long weekend, y'all. But anyway, we usually do our toast to the hostess with the mostest. Before we get started, does everyone have their cups or their bottles? Uh-oh, JJ got the red cup. Mm-hmm. And John got the, what you got?
It looked like I'm doing them dances, huh?
Yeah, we can't even see it. Looked like you was trying to grab the bull by the leg. Oh man, there go the essential. I mean, Insentia. And Garage?
Yeah.
You got yours? Okay, toast. Clink, 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 clink. Yeah. Thank you very much. And some will maybe ask and want to know, why in the world do we toast at the beginning of the show? I try to be uniquely different, and I believe that I am in a lot of ways. But before the show, to do that, it doesn't matter what you're drinking. Some have their water, juice, a little some, whatever it is that you want to sip on in the red cups or whatever color cup. That's fine. It just helps you relax. It helps us, build a little warm, friendly bond. So for you viewers out there on YouTube and everywhere else, if you want to hold up when we toast, you do the same thing, because we feeling the energy. Don't we feel the energy, y'all? Yeah, we feeling the energy. Thank you guys for being here. Mr. Benjamin Smith, I don't think will be here tonight, but I'm quite sure he'll get a chance to view all this. And I was viewing the last show with the great debate with you guys, and I was just tickled pink. But it was a great show, and the conversations is always wonderful. We're not fighting or fussing. I want to bring that to you guys' attention too. It's never a war, fighting, or fussing. And that just came to mind, Keith. We haven't seen Keith in a minute. I'm gonna have to reach out to Keith and make sure he's okay. Yeah, because he's usually, but I know he's been working a lot lately. So that
remember he said he was gonna be. Didn't he mention that he was gonna be gone for a minute?
Yeah,
be on the road or something.
Yeah, something would work. So, but I'm gonna reach out to him. That brother is always bringing some.
Was it work or with a ride? On a ride?
Oh, now,
Because maybe he was gonna be gone for a minute.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I forget, but we miss you, Keith. We miss you. So when you get it back, we're gonna be right here. And I want to thank JJ for being here too this evening, because he is in the process of relocating, which he has. And I know how it is when you're getting yourself settled and stuff is like everywhere. So for him to find a box to sit on and to be here with his red cup.
Oh, I got a chair today.
Hallelujah. You on a chair today. Hey, you guys, last week he had just moved in and he was on a box, bless his heart. I just felt so warm about that. He sat on the box the whole show. And the box didn't cave in or nothing. It just stood strong. That's right. Thank you, JJ. It's always a pleasure.
It's no problem.
So I want to get started with, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I was saying I'm glad to be here.
Oh yeah, we're glad to have you. Always, you always bring some radiating sunshine and great comments and laughter. I just love your laugh. You bring some good laughter to the show for sure, especially when it's real talk. Real talk. So you guys, we all know about the Will Smith and the slap and the Oscars, and during the week, they did come up with a decision. The board did about him not attending the Oscar ceremony for the next 10 years. Now, some may say that that's a little stiff. Some may say, well, that's what he gets. I believe in this instance, he still can be nominated, right? And receive Oscars. He just can't be visible. He can't go to the Oscar ceremonies for 10 years. So he probably will be in his 60s. Because I think, well, how old is Will? He's about
50.
And he's about 50, right?
Yeah.
So he'll be about 60 years old, but he can still do what he do and still get recognized and all of that. I mean, do you guys think that's a fair call? 10 years? That seemed to be a long stretch. I mean, if they would have took it away from him from even being able to be nominated, that would have been real, you know what I'm saying? All bad. But for him not to be present, do you guys think that was a fair call?
Well, I had mentioned Janet because they've compared this, and I'll do it again since they wanted to compare it. They punished her for almost 20 years. If you look at the whole spectrum of things, when 2004 happened, so you look from 2004 to 2014, and then you got 2014 to what is almost 2024 now.
Exactly.
Almost about 20 years. So
wow.
But people don't view it like that because of people don't view the passage of time and like that. But
she was much younger too. I mean,
she was much younger.
She's about 50-ish right now too, right? She's around that. So she was in her 30s. Right.
So the fact that they're still, I just think at this point, it really doesn't matter. He's accomplished a lot in his career, yes. And the Oscars is just a little cherry on top for him. And so he could continue to get nominated for Oscars. I've seen people in the comments say that Black people should just not even worry about the Oscars anymore and do our own thing. Maybe him and Tyler Perry should get together and make their own movies and come up with their own.
I mean, they did. Do they still do it? We did have like the Black Music Awards or something like that.
The Source Awards.
The what?
The Source Awards.
The Source.
Which one was it?
No. It wasn't no Source Award. You know what?
What did they? I'm thinking. You know why? Because I'm thinking when you say Fresh Prince, I'm thinking of the music. I'm kind of going back and forth between music and movies.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you talking about the African American movie?
No. I think I had said the Black Music Awards, but I was saying we had something like that. Maybe it could be like the Black Oscar Awards or the African American or the Oscar. However they want.
Why can't be the Otto?
You know what, John? You got jokes tonight, but I'm gonna let you joke on, my brother. But I'm just saying, JJ has a point. I mean, that's a very valid point.
They'll probably view it as a knockoff brand of what white people have come up with, as the industry standard or whatever. However they want to feel, but I just feel like we need to give ourselves our own flowers, regardless of how people feel about what the standards are.
Right.
And I think it's been long overdue, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm going to have to agree with a lot of people who are saying that We need to just move on and come up with our own thing to congratulate ourselves.
And with the award he got for the best actor in King Richard, was he able to keep that?
That part I haven't read into.
I haven't heard any. I don't think they rescind that, or was
I don't think they did. I don't see why they should.
Because he earned that. So
he already won. Yeah.
Okay.
People.
But see, that's the problem. That's the problem. You have to understand. So many Black folks playing these movies, and these production companies or film companies, what have you, they have they spend all this money because of their connections alone, and then all that they have already, so the thing about trying to do something, and start doing we can do there's a lot of Black film. If you go to I want to say Prime TV, what's that, Prime Video, Amazon, or even
Amazon Prime or Prime TV.
I'm gonna tell you, I use them apps on that Fire Stick, them side-loaded apps, and I'm gonna tell you, and then you got Black Cinema, you got these different apps with Black film and movies and stuff, right, as well. So the film is out there. It's the fact of being able to get the exposure and put it out there. I mean, what Spike Lee did was phenomenal. To take such a low budgeted, tactic, I guess, if you want to call it, because he didn't spend no money, really a lot of money on that, on the film. And what was it?
Girl
She's Gotta Have It.
And She's Gotta Have It.
She's Gotta Have It and all that. Yeah. And did a really good job, He did. And then we seen with the Wayne brothers we see other people who have been doing stuff. So it's capable of doing our own movies because we're already doing them. But the fact is just trying to get out there and getting the same exposure, getting in the theaters equally.
The same exposure and recognition.
Get into the theaters equally and things of that nature. Not only, just because it's a Black made film, that don't mean that it's only going to be viewed in Oakland and stuff. You ain't gonna view it like you ain't gonna put it on in Union City or Atherton,
some movies, depending on the area, I've seen you may have it playing for two time frames at a theater where you got other film there that's playing 20 of them during the course of the day, and you got this one playing twice. Never really understood the gist of that.
And if you look at because we don't want y'all there all day. We don't want y'all here all day. And if you look at the time frames, how it's spread out, it's almost like a layover at the airport. Because now we don't want y'all gathering up in such a time frame. So that's 4 hours. You used to say 2 hours each flick, right? Each showing, rather, right? And we're going to show this film right here. So that means if we have it at 4 hours, if we showing it that first 2 hours, and then y'all showing up for the next 2 hours, that's too many of all y'all overlapping at the same time.
Wow.
So we need to spread this out. Give y'all enough time to get out, get to y'all cars, and some of y'all enough time to come get a parking space, get out, and come on in.
Wow.
It's
never looked at it like that, but you're making sense. You're making sense.
A lot of sense, because I'm gonna have to agree.
You got to think,
I always wondered why does this, I thought it was maybe a money thing. Maybe, they didn't pay what the others paid to have the time slots that they have or something, you know, like on
No, if they
radio.
get the backing, if they could get the backing, you know, to try, because see, one thing people gonna want to know is what kind of cast, you know, and to back you up. Who's your players? Who's the players? You know, and but you gotta look, all them folks that Spike Lee exposed, you know, or introduced,
Mm-hmm.
you know, even though some of them was doing like Broadway or, you know, uh theater or what
Mm-hmm.
have you, but to be onto a big screen, you see all the people Spike Lee to introduce,
Mm-hmm.
who the rest of the industry really wasn't feeling them like that. Now
Mm-hmm.
they working like I don't know what, you know. He, but the cold part about it is they'll see that and say, oh yeah, they're good. These are, you know, we go to show that these actors continue. They wouldn't know one hit miss, you know.
Right.
These people continued and became good actors, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
then, but that was fine, but we still ain't gonna put our money into it.
Right.
It was fine and all what you did, you
But
know,
we ain't gonna give you
but
that
we
boost.
still ain't gonna do this,
Yeah. Wow.
you know. So you have to
Yeah,
understand, yeah.
that's interesting. But you know, it's the honest, brutal truth. And now that you bring that up, it is something to think. It makes you go, you know, um,
It's just,
just really putting it on the table like this, you know. Do you guys have anything to share? Anybody got anything to share your week? Anything that happened that you think that's you want to get off your chest? It could be good, it can be medium, it could be bad, it could be just a thought.
I just want to say that I didn't know that I would have to pay extra for local cable. So I just paid for internet. I thought cable came with it. And
Oh
that's
no.
yeah. So I would have to pay an extra $40 just to have regular cable. I'm not doing it. Not right now. It's too
I
much.
mean, a lot of people
Looking
do,
at my
a
budget.
lot of people deal with the Fire Stick. They get these Fire
Yeah.
Sticks that can give them, and like John say, you know, they're streaming. You can tap into different apps and stuff like that. I per se thought about it, but there's certain channels that I enjoy, and I like the fact that I can record certain things, you know, like the OWN network, BT, stuff like that.
Right.
I need to have those. So if I can find a way to have those, and it is a way, you just got to know who you know to make it happen. And the cable companies are a little nervous about it, but it's ridiculous. Let me tell you.
I didn't realize.
I have a bundle, and I got, not many people have a landline still, but I have a landline because that's what my mother was into. Plus, it worked with my fax machine. So I have a landline, I have the internet, and then I have the cable service. And that's 200, over 200 a month.
I'm already paying a high phone bill.
And
on
I
top
ain't
of
got
that.
HBO with it. Now they wanted to throw HBO in there for extra, what they say, $30 or 20-some dollars for HBO. Now I have Showtime, Cinemax, and all the other little channels I mentioned. But I'm watching the Fire Stick a lot. I'm watching movies on Netflix. I'm watching Hulu. I'm watching Amazon Prime movies. I'm doing a lot of stuff over there, but I do record my main hitter things that I want to see too with so I can't really, I don't feel, I kind of want to break away from it, but then again, I don't. But $200, really?
How much do you use that landline?
When they call and say they have a survey or something like that and want me to answer.
You know what?
But you know what? Like I say, my fax machine is not hooked up, and I got a good deal with that.
You hook it up to your computer. You can do a virtual fax right through your computer.
But it's only $30 for the doggone phone line to be, and I can call anywhere and not get charged long distance. It's $35 for just me having the phone. And I can call anywhere
Yeah.
anywhere I want
They
to.
got a deal going right now. Comcast got a deal going right now
I don't have
where you can.
Comcast.
Oh, that's the problem.
I don't like. No, I had Comcast before. I ain't
I'm
trying
sorry.
Comcast. Comcast,
I'm
no
playing.
shade, no shade.
I'm
But
playing.
I have
Comcast do all
Uverse.
the shade, and I got
I have
Comcast.
Uverse.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
I
I
have
got you.
AT&T Uverse, and to me,
Okay,
I have had less issues than I did messing with that doggone Comcast that I had prior some years ago. I don't know how it is now, but
yeah,
for the most part, now you can get a basic cable channel and you're going to get a lot of Espanol channels. You're not going to get things that you really enjoy watching. You're just going to have some regular TV. And you make it pay 60 some dollars a month for that and the internet. But it just is to your own, your whatever your preference. What are you really looking for?
yeah.
But you should have something, at least get basic cable where you could
I don't
turn
even
on
have
the
basic
basic.
cable.
Yeah,
I don't even
but
have basic
there's
cable.
ways where you can still, like for me, I pay for you get the high speed internet, and then as you go, so let's just say Power Book 2 or Force is coming on, right?
Right.
And you buy the subscription for stars for like whatever, you get the 7 days, you get whatever trial, then you pay like what, $5, $6, whatever, $6 a month, $7 a month. Okay. And then you shut it down. When you if you're not going, if you're just watching stars or on or
I
this and
get
that
you.
for just certain shows, you get the
Mm-hmm.
subscriptions, you watch it and you shut it down and keep it moving. Because I'm gonna tell you, you can even pay for a cheap live channel subscription where you can see. I see it. I watch the news. I watch ABC, NBC, CBS, and
Okay.
everything. But I don't. So right now, what's on HBO that I'm gonna watch? Right now, nothing. But guess
Right.
what? How much am I paying for HBO right now? Nothing. Until that
Oh
time
yeah.
come. And then
There's a
sometimes
lot of password sharing going around too.
if it's like gonna be a movie, say, oh, a premiere, you know, Monique as Cinderella, on Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do the 7 day trial, watch the show, and cancel the trial.
Got you.
I'm just, hey,
I mean, those are options. You
this is
can
me,
just
and
like,
I'm telling you how to.
you telling me how to work it because they
I know
working
I.
me. I'm saying
They
this
working
two
us
hundred
like
dollars I'm
crazy over
paying
here.
them can be probably I could be in that new car with
I'm
another
telling
50
you.
added on to it. It just don't make no sense.
Look
And I'm
here.
I'm really, really trying to, but JJ,
Oh,
you can get like, since if you do have a Fire Stick, you can get you just something basic if you want, just a basic. And like John say, anything extra that you may want to upload
well,
or
the Fire
sign in.
Stick. See, the thing about the Fire Stick, there's some apps on there. If it shows that you watch, trust me. Say the show come on tonight. We'll come on. This just say Power. I'm because since I use that. Power come on
Yeah,
tonight. There's apps on there where they'll have that show on.
I got
They'll have
you.
that show on. So look
So if you
here.
don't have a Power Stick, get you a Power Stick.
No, I'm just saying.
Amazon
No,
Amazon
no.
has them.
What I'm saying is, if you use a Fire Stick, use it to its fullest capacity. Don't
Yeah,
just
I
get
currently
no
have a
Fire
Roku.
Stick. But see, Roku, you can't side load as well as Fire Sticks. Fire Sticks are the
Uh,
best side
They
loading
give you more
devices.
options too on Fire
Well, it's
Stick.
easier
I
to
didn't know
because it's an Android platform. So
that.
APKs is just they're all over the internet. You find so
Oh,
many
got you. Yep,
programs
you're
and
right.
everything. It's just like if you're looking at stuff for Windows and looking at stuff for Linux. You know what I mean? So you have
Got you.
all this stuff, so it's easy to side load and everything. And then there's ways you can do it also. But like I say, I get them things. And then if it's subscription time, I get a subscription. And then cancel that bad boy on out and keep it moving. You
That's
know,
right.
I ain't never paid, and then for my VPN, I paid $5 a month. IP Vanish, which was actually nominated as one of the best ones. They always having deals, but I got the little $5 a month I pay, and I use it on my
Oh, well, me and
phone,
you need
on
to
my
talk off the
computer,
show because I
and
need to pay
everything.
Yeah.
Because I do a
$5 a
lot of
month
baking.
too.
I do a lot
What's
of
really
baking
going
on
on,
my
John? You
phone.
holding out? What you holding out for?
I'm trying to
You
tell
Started,
you.
holding
started,
out? You
I'm
talking about
trying to
five?
show you.
You know what?
I'm
Yeah,
trying.
we need to talk. Yeah,
I,
for
I
real
keep
though.
trying to tell y'all too. I mean, anybody could do it. It's just doing it. Don't just get the stuff and you gotta take advantage of that stuff.
Yeah,
And
because I got it, and I need to make
prices
sure
is
that
too high. Prices is too high. It's
yeah.
it's too
crazy.
high.
And then yeah.
Wow.
And you gotta get a HD TV antenna. Trust me. Because I hit the switch and switch to the other input and I watch all the local channels, all the
That's what I'm about
49ers,
to do.
Warriors, and
Oh,
everything.
Yeah.
that's if you have an antenna.
One of
Yeah,
them
you
HD because the digital networks is free anyway because they're
right.
free ways. They can't charge you that.
Okay.
So and you just get in position wherever it works for you, and you can do it that way too. I mean, there's so many ways of saving $200
Right.
because I
Thank
used to
you.
have a bundle as well, but I had the
Well,
security
they bundling
cameras,
me out.
the security cameras
They
and
bundling me
everything.
to death.
So
Okay. I'm
with
like,
the security cameras and everything else, the internet, the cable, and the phone, of course, we never got used. That you're looking at 300 some bucks, right? Now,
Mhm.
like I say, I got $5 a month for the IP Vantage. It's this one app I do pay for, but the thing about it, you don't never pay for that for the whole year. You don't know what could happen, but I pay like I think, but this one I paid $12 for the whole year to watch
mm-hmm,
live TV. You see
mm-hmm,
what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Okay, so and
Yeah.
then you pay for your internet. You
Yeah.
see, so it ain't all crazy like that.
Well, I'm gonna have to do some more options. Anybody else got anything to share? We all good?
Yeah, we're good.
Nothing else happening?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, my week was cool. Everything's good. I don't have too much to share other than I'm blessed to be here and I got through that crazy week. It was very busy. It was I worked late a lot of nights and when the weekend came like today, Saturday it was a struggle getting up out of the bed. I'm gonna just tell you. But then I did, and I went on with my day and got through. But it's a blessing. It was heavy on my heart. You know, when you get to thinking about somebody all of a sudden and you wondering, man, I wonder what's up with that person. I haven't heard from whatever. My mother had a close friend that was her friend for many years, and I called her maybe about six months or so ago and just to check on her because I hadn't heard from her and she was sounding kind of weak and everything, said she had had a stroke and but she was doing better and this and that. So I told her to let me know if she needed anything and this and that. And you get caught up in your own life and sometimes time go by and you don't reach out. So I was thinking about her a lot the last few days and I ended up calling her number and somebody else answered the phone and they said, you have the wrong number. I'm like, I
Mm.
had the wrong number. And they hung up on me. So I called back. You had the wrong number. I'm like, okay. So then I just asked around with a couple of people and they told me she had passed away. And it just really, really hurt my heart. It was one of my mother's good friends, and they had been friends before I was even born. And she was just so heavy on my heart. So I say that to say, when you
I'm so
have people that's close to you, or you start thinking about somebody, or you maybe not have reached out and touched with that person, do it.
Mm.
Do it.
yeah.
Don't keep putting things off. It's a reason why sometimes people are put on your heart especially folks that you ain't talked to in a while, you know, or seen in a while. They're put on your heart in that way. And I had the same thing happen to a friend that passed away on my birthday this year. And I had talked to her maybe 6-8 months prior, and she was telling me her health situation, and we had talked about getting together and seeing each other. And before I knew it, I was told after my birthday that she passed on my birthday. So I felt just hollow about it because we had been friends for 30 some years, and it was on my heart. But I was going through surgery and I was going through my healing. She was telling me, don't worry about it. You know, we'll get together. Don't worry about it. You know, you go on and heal up and this and that. And time just gets away from you. And now she's gone. So, you know, we just have to be mindful of that, you guys. I just wanted to share that, to bring that on the forefront. Somebody on your heart, reach out. If they're not on your heart, just reach out to people that's dear to you that you haven't been in touch with, because once they're gone, you know. And you never know what people are going through. You know, some people are very prideful. They're not going to tell you everything, but they'll give you just enough where you know. And especially God sometimes puts on your heart a situation or a memory of someone or that person out of the blue, and it's a reason. It's a reason he does that. So, okay, let's move right along, you guys. Today, let's get our inquiring minds want to know. We've been rapping and tapping and running our lips to gabbers for a minute, but this one is not too bad, you guys. But let's see. Let's go there. Inquiring minds want to know. I need to tell my girl that I came on to her friend when we were broken up, and I tried to hit that. Although we didn't penetrate, we did a whole lot of other stuff instead, if you know what I mean. Now, my girl and I are back together. I was told by a friend not to say a word, and my girl's friend says the same. What should I do, grown folk? Honesty is very important to me.
Stop. I'm just gonna stop real quick. We can continue, but let's just clear something. Honesty is very important to me, but you're writing about messing around with the girl
after they broke up.
Honesty is very.
Him and his girl had broke up.
Why he ain't told us before?
Told who?
His girl. If honesty is important to him, so in other words, he want people to be honest with him.
So you're saying that the right thing to do would have been, once they got back together, he should have let her know right then that this is what I did. When we broke up.
Honesty is important to him. Honesty is important to him. So you did it. So so there's your answer. Since it's important to you, see, because I can't give you nothing that's important to me, because you already have something that's important. You have that honesty is important to you. So if honesty is important to you, go tell her what time it is.
What y'all say, panel? I hear you, John. I
hear you, John. And I'm gonna play devil's advocate. And I'm gonna say there's obviously something going on that's making him question why he should be honest about it. If you tell the chick that he's almost slept with the friend, is she gonna go off and be like, what? Even though they no penetration, nothing. It was just feeling around and stuff and kissing. Nothing more than that.
Said they was doing a whole lot of other stuff, if you know what I mean.
Maybe they was eating whipped cream and strawberries off each other. We don't know what was going on. Okay, I don't want to go that far. I'm gonna go ahead and stop.
Coco tacos and banana. Coco, they stopped at the ice cream truck and had a Coco taco and a chocolate frozen banana, chocolate.
You know, y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Y'all trying to help somebody here today.
I'm just creating a scenario in my mind what may have happened, but that didn't.
You know what I mean,
in their mind, they don't look at it as really sleeping with her because they didn't penetrate.
You know what? He trying to figure out how to break it to her before that girl break it to her.
You think?
He trying to figure out how can let me get this? How can I make this look as
the girl? He said
worried about
that girl is saying, "Don't say nothing,"
and he want to see it. Put it this way. Come on now. If your friend told somebody, this is we gonna let you play the role for a minute. Your friend told the one you was messing with, don't say nothing to her. Don't say nothing to Donna. And he say, okay. And he don't say nothing to Donna.
Right.
Donna's not going to judge. What you mean if you not telling me? You going to take her word? You going to take her advice over telling me? You going to accept that?
Some people on that escape stuff, you're my little secret type of stuff. We don't
Yeah.
Right, because that gives the person something over your head. Now, what happens if him and her break up? And it's a bad, vindictive type of breakup. It's gonna come out.
No wonder if her and another girl have some exchange of words. Wonder if the two women have some exchange of words, and she say something foul, and then the one take it as it being foul and say, "Well, that's why your man was blah 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 blah." Come on, y'all cut from that. Y'all cut from the Achilles heel on up.
It wouldn't have it wouldn't have made sense why they was broke up to tell it, because they were broke up and they didn't know they was gonna get back together. We were no more. So this is what I decided to do, and she did. We grown, boom, boom, boom. But the fact that they got back together, that changed the game. So it would have made more sense, which however hard it was gonna be. It's just to say, well, baby, I want to be back with you and I love you, but I have something to tell you. Regardless of what the other chick is saying, which is going to cause problems with y'all, because now her friendship is jaded, because she probably trying to act like she's still friends with the girl. Oh, girl.
Like the other girl.
You know what I'm saying?
The other girl got all the tea. She got all the tea on the girl relationship. And then next thing you know, she start dating the dude when the girl and the guy broke up. But see, this is the cold part. This is what I want to say. We had something similar to this, but now you say, well, when they was broken up, you don't have to tell her nothing. They was broken up. Okay, this is one of my questions. I'm gonna put on the label now, JJ, the LBQ. What happens with women and their so-called girlfriend code that you ain't supposed to mess with somebody I mess with?
It is a girlfriend code, and a true friend should follow, just like y'all have man codes. A man break that, is all bad, right? So it is all bad for a friend to, and I had this talk, I did an afternoon thought one time about, a situation where it was a thing at work with somebody and they broke up after they had told this person all their personal stuff about their dude. They broke up, and then the co-worker ended up seeing them two out somewhere all together after the fact, but she had already spilled the tea about all her business to the girl. So but they were friends, but not like heck of friends, but friends, associates, that type of thing. But if you really friends with somebody, even in that situation of that type of thing, there's too many people out here in the world. Why go behind your friend to get what they do to their girl? Why?
Because first of all, I grew up around women, so I could speak on this. And I know I was ear hustling as a child, so I know how deep it goes. It goes as far as talking about the package. Ooh, he and how you put it down in the bedroom. And so now you got the friend over here taking notes. Like, So, there's people who just want to try that out. I just want to try it out. You said something. I don't have to figure it out. You told me what it's
Especially
like.
The friend. Isn't that right, Gareth? Especially the friend, the single friend that may have had a drought for 6 months or a year.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, I'm just saying. Some people have droughts, John.
Can it be possible that him and her click? Just because it's many people.
Oh, how they gonna click after I done told you all my business about him?
But we don't
broke
know.
Up.
Wait, according to this story, we don't know if she knows all her business. We don't know that according to this story. So when they were broke up and he got with her,
he came on to her. That's what he's saying.
When he
came on to her friend after they broke up. So it was him initiating it.
Okay, and she went along with it. So
and he tried to hit that.
Back to the fact,
he probably was always looking at her booty.
Wait, see, don't say that.
He was looking at her booty the whole time. Come on. Just keep it real. He had to been looking at the juicy.
Hold on, go Garrett. Hey, man.
What'd you say? The bubble back? The back?
Boomerang like Eddie Murphy.
Y'all get that?
Boomerang like Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Is that what you
Boomerang?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy never did go back home. He called it. He said, baby, I ain't never ever coming back home. That scene? Yeah, he didn't come back home after he hit that one. That just took him out.
But
that's a cold scene right there. That was cold.
The fact, I think about when if two people
I have to hurt somebody.
If two people click. It don't matter who.
But John, you don't want to go behind your partner because you clicked with his girl.
But see, now you telling me what I don't want to do. How you gonna tell me?
You don't want to do that.
Let's put it this way: we never know how we gonna click with somebody. Because I'm quite sure we done been with some people and went, I did that come about.
John is, excuse y'all.
That's the truth. You ain't never had one of them moments where you was just chilling at home and it come across your mind like, and you go, how did I get with that?
The one that you tipped with or the one you with?
Whatever one that you regret that you even got with. Because sometimes we do things in the moments or certain, occasion we don't know. We don't know how it's gonna go down. And next thing you know, you just don't know.
But everybody has to be accountable for their actions.
And I think the only thing he should have done is told her when he got back with her, told her from the beginning. And the reason I say I don't see how he didn't tell her, because he said honesty means a lot to him.
It do go back to that.
So he spoke it right there. But
then a person also, honesty means a lot to him. I'm thinking when he's in something and he's righteous, but they have broken up. They broke up. So when you break up,
he's the one who said it. He wrote it in the letter. Honesty is important.
Well, that's why he's battling with what should I do?
Honesty is important to you, brother. So you need to be honest. My thing
is that goes back to say
I wouldn't tell you
honesty is important to a lot of people. But do you go back and tell a whole lot of stuff in your past to this new person you with?
No, but you got to look We ain't saying that. We saying this is this girl's face. Plus, you might want to tell her, and if you feel some kind of way about the girl, and you got this girl still cheesing and grinning inside your girl's face, even though she been going behind her back, and nobody telling what else or what other kind of way she may go behind her back.
This is gonna be messy. No,
you know,
the friendship and everything is gonna be messy. Maybe he shouldn't have went back to her.
Well, right now he want to know what should he do. I don't know. Evidently, it seems for him to have this concern, it seems that he has some feelings for her, that he cares about her, right, or whatever.
Well, if he cared about her, why did he go back to his ex and leave her after he hit it?
Huh?
He wanted to hit it with the friend after he broke up with his girl. You hit it. But you saying because you didn't penetrate, your thoughts was to hit it, and we don't know what he did. He might have introduced. He might have introduced her to Mr. Lizard. He might have had strawberries and whipped cream. We don't know what they did.
So you think he broke up with her to get with the friend, and it didn't work out with the friend? Now he trying to get back with her?
Yes.
Okay. He still need to tell the girl.
I mean, maybe the friend had a stank problem or something. Maybe it didn't.
And the girl was up here telling him don't say nothing. So
yeah, she's saying that's my friend. Well, if that's your friend, if you and him would have worked out, how was you gonna play that? You was gonna have to. You gonna keep it a secret? Was you gonna still be her friend behind closed doors?
Based on him. He wrote, honesty means a lot to him. So he needs to stick to his moral. I mean, other than that, if you're not going to stick to your morals, then you're looking for...
Well, what do we tell him? You're looking for him?
Stick to your morals. Stick to your morals.
Obviously, there was no morals because you went and got with her best friend.
He just wrote, honesty. I'm going to keep saying it, JJ. Honesty is what he strongly believes in. So since he wrote that, we didn't guess it. He wrote it.
Well, correct. Okay, no, I hear you.
He needs to go be honest.
That was his last. Honesty is everything to me. So Gorilla, do you think that he should go on and tell his girl that he went back to, that he, did all these things with her best friend?
Yeah, me earn it.
You think so? Hey, sweetheart.
Hey, how you doing, lady?
How you doing, lovely?
I'm doing good.
Good. We trying to get we're trying to get to the butt of this grown folk talk here. We're trying to figure out, do you think that the guy should tell his woman that he tried to get with her best friend?
Yeah.
She looking at me.
You know what he gonna say? Soon
as he
want to know what you gonna say, and I know you gonna say yeah anyway.
She looked right at him. She looked right at him, and he didn't just say yes. He said yes. Let's be clear. Yes.
He said yes. I don't want to sleep on the couch tonight. Yes.
So what's the topic?
He's gonna explain that to the wifey, and then I guess she's gonna say whatever. But I just think that, first of all, he shouldn't have never went there. That's what I think.
Nah, he shouldn't have went.
Not her best friend, but they broke up.
Because that's dirty.
Why we putting it on him?
Because he was the one that went after her.
And she was the one to say hello. She didn't run. Did she run away? Did she say no?
She didn't say no, apparently not.
Did she say no means no?
Well, we don't know what was said to make him not penetrate.
No, we know what was said. She said, don't tell her what we did.
You think that's what she said?
Come on. All you got to do is take her part of saying, don't tell them what we did. Don't tell her what we did. And then
Oh,
take his
so
part.
so you want him to lie to her, right?
No, he needs to be honest to the girl because he said the other statement, honesty means a whole lot to me. So since honesty means a whole lot to him, he need to go be honest and tell the girl. And then the girl who said, don't say nothing, she is just as guilty. I don't care if he
I
went
think they
after
all
her
a
or
hot
not.
mess in this situation.
Me
Anyway,
too. Me
I mean,
too.
but I think you should give the girlfriend the benefit of the doubt to tell her,
Yeah.
and she decide what. Because right now
Yeah.
she's in the dark.
Yeah,
She
she
don't
might
know that
say,
he did it.
yeah.
She don't know nothing.
But,
As a friend,
yeah.
let her decide too,
Absolutely.
Yeah, she
as
might
a
say, oh, we
woman,
went
what
to
she
dinner.
wants to do with
If
this
she want to be
situation.
with him or not.
Exactly. And
If she
rule of
wants-
thumb,
if she
you don't
wants
need
to
to
be
be
with
going. I
him
don't
or
care if
not.
you broke up for 10 months.
Yeah.
It's too many fish in the sea. Why go after your friend?
I'm not going. I'm not.
Because it might
Hey.
that fish might have been sparkling at the time. No, I'm playing.
Shut up, John. What you say, sweetie? What you say?
Them friends.
Well, yeah, it's gonna do with their friendship, but I be it be so it can open
Open up,
yeah
They friendship not gonna be the same because
their friendship not gonna be the same, but at least it's gonna be opened up and
that's
Hey.
right, Mama. Tell him.
She'll know-
Tell Daddy, Mama. Tell him.
what
That's
he did
right.
and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, look
You
at
know
him.
what?
He's saying yes,
At
dear,
least
yes, dear.
their
You right.
friendship was
You
like
right,
this.
dear. That's
But now
what you
their
do.
friendship
That's what
comes
y'all
like
do. The
this.
wife, yes, dear.
Mhm.
Yes, dear.
At least she'll know what he did.
Yeah, bring it
At
out.
least-
If you
at
did
least she'll
that
know what
and you
he-
got back, now you got to open up the worms. You're gonna have to let her
Yeah,
know.
you gotta open,
Because she needs to decide too what she's gonna do with this half friend she got.
But you know what
We
I
didn't
was
have no
thinking?
rope around
I was
her.
thinking when the friend said, don't say nothing. When you first read it, the first thing that came to my mind was she might have done it before.
You know
They
what?
have.
Oh, I didn't think about that part.
Did
And
it with him?
they
Did it with him
they
before?
probably with somebody that she was seeing, her friend was seeing, and they probably had a falling out of some sort behind it.
That's why she didn't want
whatever
her
it
to
is,
know.
she's adamant that she don't want her to know.
Well,
You know.
I say she still should know. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she should
still,
know.
She still
should
should
know.
know what he did to her.
That's
Mm-hmm.
right. And then I probably would have to just ask the girlfriend. The best friend. We ain't best friends no more because I can't trust you. I can't trust you.
Then after that, then we go from there. We'll see where we gonna go from there.
And then once I tell you I can't trust you and I don't want to do this no more, then you gonna try to go back to her anyway.
You don't know what he gonna try to
At
do.
least
She be creating these conclusion scenarios.
See her at the mall. You gonna see them at the mall together, cupcaking. Come on now.
Why you can't have a run-on scenario? Her scenarios is this is what's gonna happen, and this is.
See, I was gonna get nasty with it. I was gonna add a threesome to the situation.
Oh,
That'd
Lord.
really that was my angle.
What, the two friends and the man?
Yeah, just go ahead.
So now you want two wives. Now you want two wives. You from Africa? You want two wives? They don't do that out here.
Yes, they do.
We don't do that out here. But I understand what you're saying, JJ. You saying get a little creative with it. Let's make it a win-win. Since you want her and I want her and you want him and I want him, let's just bring it all in and do a little situation shit.
Don't be crying like Kelly Price talking about a friend of mine. Invite her to the bed.
Oh Lord. See, that's these new pandemic youngsters nowadays, boy. I tell you, something
No.
Well, we just have to hope that these people, it works out because I don't know what to tell him. I know what to tell him. You done messed up. Your ass done messed up. I'm just gonna keep it 100, and now you're gonna have to try to fix it and tell the truth. And you may just lose both of them. You may. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much you love this woman you done went back with, or did you go back with her for the wrong reasons because the other girl didn't smell good, or it wasn't good, or you just felt that it wasn't the right connection like you thought. I don't know what the situation was, but you bounce back to her. Now the girl is saying, don't tell her. Don't tell my friend. That's my friend. I don't want her to know. I just don't think she should know. And you don't tell the friend. And you don't tell your girl, and you guys just go on with this happy life until she decides to bust you out. Because she gonna bust you out. Oh, she gonna end up busting you out.
It's gonna come to her.
And it may be 10 years from now.
Nah, and
you're gonna really get a beat down. You and the girl gonna be breaking up, and she gonna say, back in back in 2022, it's 32 now.
God
you did X, Y, Z. No, don't do that. Don't give.
He gonna put that on her spirit so cold.
I think that everybody should have a decent choice to decide. In
everybody should have a say so on the three-way, on a triangle relationship. We all should have a say so.
Like JJ say, maybe throw out there. Let's just all get together.
Whatever it is, we all should have.
What they call it? Polygamy. Okay, polygamy. What do you think? Polygamy. People are definitely into that. They are loving that. It works for some couples. It really works. They don't consider it cheating. We both are attracted to the same, and let's just do it.
All them wives, having all them women, I couldn't do it. Like that one, what is it, like 7 wives or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a nice variety for. That's a nice variety for the man.
Be having relation with one of them and calling them the other one's name.
I think they just use baby
you
honey.
got too many, so you calling them.
I don't think they call
a relation with one
regard.
And you calling the name of the other one.
If I had that many men, I couldn't call you no names. You sweetie pie, baby, boo boo, whatever. We gonna think of some nicknames because I can't be calling you no names, baby. Because now that right there, that's a topic by itself because that'll get you hurt.
Look here, if you got a house if you got multiple husbands living in the same house and you call one of them the other one's name, what kind of nerves? How can he even fix his mouth to say about you calling him somebody else's name, and he live under the same roof with all of them? Shoot. You worried about her calling you another name, and you live in the house with all these other men, all these other husbands, and you probably husband number 5, huh?
Husband number 5, Lord Jesus.
You talking about.
That's another topic too. Some people want to judge you for having so many husbands or wives prior to them, but sometimes situations just don't work out. You can be married and thought you had the prize of a lifetime, and that person end up showing you who they really were and you made a mistake. So that's husband number 1. Husband number 2 got in trouble and they locked up. Husband number 3 got on dope and they strung out. Husband number 4, well, he cheated and you put him out. So now here you are with husband number 5. So should you be judged for that because you had a bad karma and situation going on for the last 4 husbands?
No, Jennifer Lopez married a whole bunch of people. Now she back with one of the first people she was with. Now she back engaged. People ain't judging her. She made a movie about it. It called Marry Me. I'm curious how that one playing out.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
Yeah,
now, I don't know if it didn't work out the first rodeo.
On.
I don't know about us going back trying to do it again. I mean, married. Did y'all work on and fix the issues that made us divorce in the first place? Did we go get some help for that?
Probably
or
not.
did we just decided that we loved each other and let's do this again?
Sometimes
after kissing a couple of frogs out here. There's a lot of frogs. But I'm just saying, some people are quick to judge. Some people are quick to say, oh, you've had more than one husband or more than one wife. Something must be wrong with you. Or your kids is not by the same daddy. Something must be wrong with you. I mean, really? I just think that's overrated. I just don't think people should be judged based on that. I mean, it's something that's worth talking about, and they share as much as they want to share with you about it. You know, a question should be asked. Well, dang, you know, what happened 4-5 times? You know, but it shouldn't be a judgment of character. I don't think. Because sometimes you do marry more than once and you do give each husband a baby, you know, or you do, your second husband may have no kids. So y'all want to have your child together. Third husband don't have no, you know, it's just life situation. And people are judged behind that. People are judged. What do you guys think about that? If you met a lady today, since there's no women on the panel today, we got to talk to the men. If you met a lady today that you was feeling and she told you that she was married a few times and you were really, really serious about her and was falling in love with her, would that make you change, you know, wanting to maybe marry her at that point?
I'm gonna say sometimes 3 times is not the charm. Maybe, you know, the first 3 marriages, you know, it seemed like they had some substance, and then some didn't work out. Maybe a 4th marriage or even everything out. Maybe it's about symmetry in the situation. Maybe if you get that 4th one, that's it, because it evens everything out. It balances everything out. It's possible. I just, in my eyes, it would have to be about like you said, what lessons were learned in the previous relationships, and then I would also have to be honest about what I've learned in my previous relationships. But if I'm coming from just one marriage, I could be going into this new relationship where, you know, she's had 3 marriages, where she might see some patterns that I'm doing that she recognizes from, you know, the 3 previous marriages. So
that's right.
You know, she might be calling me out on some stuff before I'm even able to recognize what's going on myself. You know, that's one way to look at it.
But she got 3 up on you.
Right. So, you know, I might want to learn from that, or I might want to, you know, maybe side eye. It depends on how the situation is and
how much they share, because I do believe, I don't think it's absolutely important to air out your whole laundry of why something didn't work. Sometimes less is best, but you know, it just didn't work out. I mean, we had our differences. It just didn't work out. And if you want to share a little something else, you can, but sometimes that can trip you up later. That's because true. You say too much and then later it's judged against you with your situation. Say, like if you say, well, I stayed in this situation and they were laying hands on me. Well, why didn't you leave? Well, I didn't leave because I loved them and woo, woo, woo. And then they with you, and the moment you try to raise your hand at them, they ready to leave you. The first thing you gonna say is, oh, well, you stayed with John Boy for 15 years hitting you upside your head, but you want to leave because I raised my hand? It's gonna come out.
That's true. That is true. Or I could be judged because I like it rough. I might like to be choked a little bit. I might like to be slapped around or tied up or something in the bedroom.
Data Matrix.
Yeah. I might like to get whipped or something, But
that brings me to my sexual question of the night. I mean, my grown folk my grown folk topic of the night, Data Matrix style. You get with somebody, and then all of a sudden they bring out some whips. This is the first time y'all doing your thing. Stop, John. They bring out the whips, the cuffs, and what else is there with it? What you call that? The harness, the thing you put around the neck.
The harness. Yep.
They bring out all these things, and you're like, what? Really? And they let you know they want to, they into that, and they want to, try some things out and see what you think or whatever. What is your first thought about something like that? Now you really feeling this person, and you are turned on like fire with this person, but this part of them they didn't talk about prior. And y'all was getting ready to do your business, and they bring it out. There you go, Gareth. What would you do, Gareth?
Hey, you know, anything you want to me, I mean,
Yo, snap. I heard that loud and clear. He said, you can do anything you want to me. Just don't tie me up and what?
Don't tie me up.
Just don't tie him up.
I'm going to have to agree with that.
He's letting it be known. And thank you for sharing that side of you. The harness, the whips, the handcuffs, all that, bring it. But just don't, not a handcuff. Some people have a problem with being handcuffed because you really under total submission of that person. Sometimes they want to handcuff you to the bed rail, sometimes behind your back, sometimes in front, and then you can't do nothing about it, but just let them have their way.
They might handcuff you to the bed and then go play video games. What you gonna do?
Some of them like to play Mr. Officer. It's a turn on to them. They like to handcuff you because they've been handcuffed before. Click, click, clack, clack. It's a control thing too. Yeah, but if they want to really do some serious data matrix mean, they want to inflict some type of passionate pain on you, and you are on the receiving end to take it, and they don't break you in two or try to kill you, but it's gonna be painful. We're getting hit with the whip. That ain't nothing nice. I don't know if y'all ever been whipped, but somebody hitting your bare body with this whip, that's gonna hurt. And then gotten you choked up here. And they got the ankle things that you put on your ankles and spread them wide. And you just all in submission. And they can do whatever they want to you.
I think that's stuff that needs to be discussed prior, because there needs to be code words and safe words and stuff like that. There needs to be
code words like untie me now.
Lemon lime soda, like whatever.
Pistachio.
So that means that, okay, you have to get clear that these are the code words. If I can't take it no more, I don't want, instead of just saying, Negro, stop.
Because some people
want me to say peanut butter and jelly? Because
some people they might be playing a role of somebody being forceful and the other ones being resistant, but not, being, oh, stop, no,
So if you say
don't
stop, it's
take
not
it,
gonna happen.
but take it.
You gotta say Logitech. Logitech.
Don't take it, but take it.
Logitech. What the heck?
Yeah, you gotta have something.
Logitech.
You gotta have something that does not go along with what you're doing. It gotta be a word that doesn't relate.
Absolutely.
Pistachio.
To take them all the way off again, this goes back to the previous conversation we had. Things need to be talked about, don't you think? Why would a person in the middle of passion and you're ready to get it pull out a drawer full of stuff that they sitting there, doing the belt like this, or the whip, or the ties, or whatever, I know somebody that said a person had a whole bunch of neckties all around them, and they like to tie you up with the necktie.
It's that asphyxiation because it makes the orgasm more intense. Allegedly, I've never tried.
That's if they can still breathe, though. You got to be able to breathe to be able to get some intensity. Right. You cutting off somebody's airflow.
That's a lot of conversation right there.
It is. That's a lot of conversation. And
as soon as the conversation starts, I'm gonna say pistachio.
Pistachio means I've had enough.
My safe word, even during this conversation.
Pistachio. That's me being safe. That's right. That's right. I hear you. I feel you. But I think with data matrix, you definitely have to be able to have that talk prior. You both should be participating parties in that. It's one thing to pull out toys. We talked about this before. It's one thing to pull out toys, but when you're pulling out stuff that inflict pain.
Not even just pain, just being, when you pull out something and you're about to hold me captive in a certain position, or you want to gag my mouth with a big old softball or something.
Yeah. But it's a matter of trust. You gotta trust.
Yeah, you gotta have that conversation and them words.
That's a lot of trust.
You gotta.
I mean, could you marry somebody? If you marry somebody and you knew they was into that, that means that you're accepting of that. Well, so they would expect you to let them put a ball in your mouth every now and again.
But then we gotta come up with another one. When you see me do this, take the ball out of my mouth. I can't talk. That means take the ball out.
That's why
I can't say pistachio.
This is crazy.
Right, we can't say nothing.
Yeah, because if the ball is in your mouth plugging you can't talk. Maybe you need to do some hand signal. But what if you're bounded by the wrist?
Tied up and restrained and go.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that ain't even cute.
Remember that show? I'm just gonna remember that show, Medea. What was it? When the husband was in the other hotel room, the son was in one hotel room, and the husband was in the other with the friend of the wife, and he had the ball gagged around his mouth. Remember that movie?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to find that movie.
It was a Medea, one of them.
Yeah, Tyler Perry got off the chain.
Medea funeral.
I love funeral. Tyler,
is that what it is? Funeral?
What is it called?
Medea family funeral or funeral or something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember nobody in the next room gagged and all that. But
they're at the hotel, and the one son was messing with his brother's fiance. He was in the hotel room with his brother's fiance, and the father was in the other room with the mother's friend, with his wife's friend.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, I'm gonna have to find this movie.
Yeah,
and if you and on the lines of the data matrix, if you are involved with somebody that is into that, and you just find out and you're into them, you got to really find out what the limits are, because some take it a lot further than others. And like JJ said, some like to even get turned on by the fact that you can't breathe for a minute.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
know on the line.
you enjoy that?
I know on the line.
Oh, you
where he
draw the line.
Yeah,
You draw the line
Yeah.
with that. Yeah, well, you gotta be choked.
I can
Or
barely breathe trying to sleep at night sometimes. Sure the hell no.
That's what I'm saying. Some people that struggle,
apnea.
they sleep with they struggle with sleep apnea or asthma.
Messing with them type of people, you're gonna have sex with a CPAP machine.
Oh Lord, no, because that ain't cute either. I know it's a healthy thing,
Because
but sometimes you gotta put this. Don't you gotta put this thing over your face or something like that?
They trying to choke you out and everything. They got all kind of new masks now. They just got the thing that just go on your nose. They got so many things now.
Some people might have a CPAP fetish.
Somebody choking you out. See, I just don't want to walk.
Some are very much into that though. They're into the choking. They're into, smacking you. They're into inflicting pain, cigarette burns, all kinds of stuff.
EPMD, smack me and I'll smack you back.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine somebody in a hotel room next to you and you just hear all this smacking and boom, boom, boom? You wonder what's going on over there, but they are really getting turned on by it. So I say if you're into that kind of kinkiness, you need to be upfront. You just need to talk about it. Don't surprise people with that. Give them, again, we're back to giving people the opportunity to choose. Right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
To choose if that is what they want to be involved in. Like Gareth said, he's down for anything except tying him up. So we know he ain't going for the handcuffs and the ropes around the wrist, but everything else, yeah. And I think the choking and the handcuffs, it makes you so much more vulnerable. A person can just do whatever. And what can you do? You are in their control, So you definitely have to have you have to have that trust, and you have to have that conversation. I mean, I hope I don't meet nobody that I'm really, really feeling, and they bring out all the whips and stuff. That's Lord have mercy.
Just better remember that word.
What, licorice?
If licorice is it, whatever you do, don't choose
coffee. Coffee will be mine.
Don't choose Essentia.
I'm not saying Extensia. That's a
you be saying essential.
When I
like, no, that ain't it. That ain't it.
Cafola coffee. That means untie, unclip, unchain, take the harness off, let me breathe. But like we were saying, you guys, you got to be able to talk and say this. So there's limitations. First of all, if you got me bound by the wrist, the ankles, and the neck and all that, you can't be putting nothing in the mouth, because I need to be able to express to you when it's a situation.
I don't have no entry points. You're not gonna be taking nothing, no balls. Nothing. They got them things where they put the mask thing on there, and it goes cover up your nose.
It cover your nose.
The whole leather mask thing, and they got the nose thing that go on there, and they got the strap where they can put the thing in your mouth, and they got the little snaps on the side of the stuff.
So they really are trying to get you to have little air.
Look here.
I mean, you can really somebody can have a heart attack. That's not cute. It shouldn't be that much turn on in the world. Why would that turn one on? Because somebody can't breathe.
No, could you now?
Hey,
people have some desires and things of that nature. That there's some things that we probably would never discuss that folks is doing. you know.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep it clean.
That's not what grown folks do. They don't keep it clean.
I'm gonna keep it clean. I don't know if we gonna get banned from YouTube for
Keep
discussing.
it clean.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think we've made our points very clear. And hopefully those who no one's talking down about your fetishes. We all have some type of fetish or turn on or whatever, but we were speaking specifically about data metrics and how sometimes it could be a little bit dangerous, and you need to communicate this with your mate to come up at right in the widths of you getting ready to get down and you bringing out whips and harness and chains and all this stuff.
Yeah. They'd be like, well, we going horseback riding?
Yeah, I think it would be I think it would probably personally, especially if you're not into that, it has to, weaken the mood. Say like if you're a man and a woman comes off with all this, I think it would make you guys I would, it would just be limp.
It's like this, I'm just gonna say, some guys who will like, kind of slap, rub, or slap, grab, or however slap the rear of a woman. It's different when you're trying to inflict pain. Heavy pain, because some of the whipping and some of the other things that they be doing, it's just, that's crazy. I mean, from the candle wax, burning with the candle wax, and then they take the bottles and do something, heat them with the fire in the bottle, and then put the bottle and it sucked the skin, and
my God, it sucks the skin.
They put it on the nip and it pressure because the heat, and it suck it up, and why we got all right. Why we gotta do all this to get it?
Say, baby, it don't have to be.
I ain't never seen a squirrel work this hard.
We just talk. It ain't even gotta be all that. You have to really burn my skin.
Okay, so real quick, related to this conversation, I always say different people like different things. So this guy go to this place where they have things just like that. You choose what kind of experience you want. You want Rocky Mountain, whatever. So this guy said he wants just, this tropical, love theme or whatever. So they say, okay, so they have to wear these blindfolds when they go in there. And the guy goes in, put on the blindfold. When he's ready, he taps the nightstand. So the lady came in. She said, "Oh, you ordered the tropical sex love or whatever." And he's like, "Yeah, yeah." And she's going, "Oh, okay." So she has these big old breasts, and she just swings them and hit him all in the face with them. And he goes, "Whoa, what's that?" She said, "Oh, the tropical wind is knocking the coconuts off the trees, and the coconuts are falling." And then all of a sudden, she gets up. Then she gets up and she straddles him, but she puts her rear end towards his face, and she just lets out the biggest. She break wind.
You know what, John? You need to stop.
He goes, "What's that?" She said, "That's the tropical wind and the thunder and everything." So then she turns around and she starts urinating on it. And he goes, "Wait a minute, what's that?" She says, "The tropical rain from the rainforest and everything." And then all of a sudden, she gets ready to make love to him. And he stops. And she goes, "What's wrong? You don't want to make love?" He said, "Who can make love in this kind of weather?"
You know what? Ha, ha, ha. Where did you get that one from?
We're going to take my cap off for that one.
You know what? You a mess for that.
People have their...
He the one went in there wanting the tropical, and she gave it to him. Okay? If that is a true story.
He should have asked what the tropical was.
Is that a true story?
This is why you got to have a conversation. You want to know, what is the tropical? What do the tropical consist of?
Let me finish let me finish. I wish somebody would take me through all that, but that's why you got to be careful with what you ask for. If you ask for it, you gonna get it, right? And you may not get it in the way you think you want to get it. So don't be telling folks
how many tropical rain you think happened in R. Kelly's place? No.
Oh, you know what?
Right.
You know what, grown folks, on that note, we've had a blast. We've had a blast this evening. Mr. John Timothy Mims has just enlightened us tonight with his humorous, what do we want to call it, JJ? His humor is
always get details before you make your final payment. Always get details of what you purchased.
That's right. And I ain't going to asking for no tropical nothing with no blindfold. So talking about I want to do something special. Y'all find creative ways in your bedroom to do something special. There is you can Google it now, you can get books, you can do seminars. There's all kinds of stuff you can do now to add that little spice. With everything nice. And if you and your mate want to be punch gagged and can't breathe and sprinkled with tropicals, that's on, y'all got to be with it. That's I ain't mad at you if that's what you want to do, but I'm cool. I'm good. I'm all right. But on that note, we've had a blast this evening. We enjoyed all our conversations with the grown folks. The panel was the mostest. Oh God, you guys, you always bring the joy and the humorous and the laughter. John, you kind of did a bit much tonight, my brother, but I'm loving it. Whatever you had. You see,
we're talking about.
Yeah, I know he bringing the real, but we love you guys. We want to thank all you guys for tuning in, for watching. Please chat, give me your insight. If you have any inquiring minds, want to know questions and like us to talk about on the show, please let me know. You're also welcome anytime to join in on the show and be a part of the panel with everyone. And if you just like to sit back and watch from afar, that's fine too. We love you. And we're going to see you back next week. And let me see, on the 17th. And I want to remind you guys, remember to go on Amazon, support me and get my book. I have Seduction of the Hit and Diva. That's on the shelves, Amazon by Donna Smith. Get you a copy or contact me, email me. I'll make sure you get a personal signed copy. Also, CD Baby, come and get it. This is a copy that you can get from CD Baby, also from me. Let me know. I'm working on my next project as we speak. So stay tuned, you guys. Stay tuned. And I just want to know, I appreciate all of you. I want to see you back next week. We've had a gas. And I want to say good night, everyone. Thanks for joining in on the Donna Smith Grown Folk Talk Show. Bye.
Good night. Good night.